What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Britta today, bringing you guys back with a brand new Tokyo Ghoul Rude episode reaction. Today, we are getting very close to the end of Tokyo Ghoul, so because of that, if you guys have enjoyed the reactions thus far, be sure to leave a like on this video. Let's try to go for 40 likes on this video. If we can hit that, that'd be absolutely amazing. Nonetheless, I am super duper excited to see what actually is inside of this episode number 11 of Tokyo Ghoul Rude. As we saw last episode, we saw the butler guy get really messed up, the owl get really messed up, and we got to see more of like what he's actually done for Antegu and the people of Antegu, and it was really sad. I almost like started crying and stuff, man. So if you missed that, be sure to check that out. You guys can see the playlist of Tokyo Ghoul. All the Tokyo Ghoul videos will be in the playlist down in the top description down below somewhere. But yeah, man, it was crazy. It was super crazy. I'm really excited to see what actually happens next in Tokyo Ghoul Rude. So far, this season has been an absolute roller coaster, man, of so many different characters developing and so many things happening, so many fight scenes in particular. Very many fight scenes have been inside the season, so hopefully we get to see a few more before it all rounds off. Nonetheless, I am super excited to see what actually happens in Tokyo Ghoul Rude episode number 11. If you guys are excited, then be sure to leave a like on this video. So as I said, let's try to go for about 40 likes on this video. If we can hit that, that'd be absolutely amazing, as we are coming to an end to this season of Tokyo Ghoul Rude. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel. If you guys are new to this channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. Also, bear in mind that I do have a Patreon, so if you guys do want to actually support the channel, that is the #1 best way to actually support this channel. You guys can find my Patreon in the top of the description down below, where you guys can view the full reaction to all the videos we actually react to on this YouTube channel. You guys can find that on my Patreon, alongside with you guys also get early access to the videos before they're actually uploaded to YouTube themselves. And on top of that, as I said, is the #1 best way to actually support this channel. So if you guys do in fact want to support this channel, that's the way to do so. Nonetheless, I'm super excited, super pumped for episode number 11 of Tokyo Ghoul Rude. With that being said, let's go through and dive right into this episode of Tokyo Ghoul. Oh man, finally, Hide gets to talk to Ghoul Kaneki and have some full-on, like, one-on-one talk with one another about what craziness is going on, because that's his best friend, and they haven't like really talked to one another in who knows how long. It's been a long time, so that's really cool, man. That episode was really cool. I really liked that episode. I didn't like that Ray lost his like father figure and he died to like the owl, or like the second owl, or so whoever that crazy monster is. I doubt it's the butler guy, right? Or did the butler guy transform, or because I heard them talking about like there was 2 owls this whole time. So I'm thinking like maybe like there's 2 owls, right? So there's maybe I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. We have one more episode to conclude all this craziness that's been happening, and I'm super excited. Hopefully you guys are excited. Be sure to turn on notifications so you guys do not miss that episode of tomorrow's, where we actually conclude and actually finalize this whole episode of Tokyo Ghoul Rude. It's been a crazy ride, a roller coaster so far, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it, man. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying the reactions. Nonetheless, let's talk about this episode. We started out the episode with Ray losing his like father figure, and like this whole time he's like showed no remorse and like, oh, it doesn't matter if you die. I mean, everyone's gonna do it. It doesn't matter. And I think finally now, like, he realizes that it does matter, because it hurts when you lose someone. So like, he lost his like father figure. I'm not too entirely sure what his name was, but it was one of the detective or the dove people. I call them the detective guys, as you guys know if you guys watch all the reactions. I call them the detective agency people. But they're the doves. He lost his father figure there, which is really unfortunate. It was kind of sad, because I kind of like called it last episode that like he's gonna like sacrifice himself to save Ray at some point, because he said, I'd be really sad if I died before you did. So it was kind of like foreshadowed that it was gonna happen, but it was still really sad, man. It was still really sad. Nonetheless, we got to see like the crazy Aogiri cultist looking people like dash down, and they're fighting the soldiers and stuff now, and they're going crazy. That one dude that they broke out, he's fighting them. Toga's brother's fighting them. All members of Aogiri. I think Zuro's there, the guy with the red mask as well. So many fight scenes, so many explosions. We got buildings collapsing and stuff this episode. It was absolutely crazy. Nonetheless, we also got to see Amon versus Kaneki, and that was a really really special fight scene, man. That was a really special fight scene. Just the way it was set up, how they were both saying, like, I wish I could have sat down with you and talked about all this mess, and we could have talked through it, but we can't. And Kaneki asked, hey, what's your name? And he said, Amon. And man, it was kind of a special fight scene. One of my favorite fight scenes in this whole show, and I don't exactly know why, but it was just like really special, man. Like, we got to see Amon versus Kaneki, and them both talking about how they don't want to do this and how they wish things were different, and they both went crazy and they both transformed. Like, Amon has like transformed his Quinque, and he looked all super crazy. Kaneki, I think he kind of transformed, or at least he took off his mask and he went crazy as well, and it was a really special fight, man. The fact that like they both like dashed toward each other, and then as soon as they like collided, like the screen cut black and we got to see the aftermath later. It was done really well. It was done really well. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Hopefully you guys did actually enjoy my reaction to that, because that was the staple of this episode, man. That was the staple of this episode, and I thoroughly enjoyed that fight. It was really good. It was really good. Hopefully Amon's gonna be okay, because I really don't want them to kill off Amon. I want Amon to kiss his partner first before that happens. I want it to happen. I want him to be okay, because I mean, he's lost Mr. Mado, and all this bad stuff's been happening to him, and I just want him to have a happy ending as well as just the rest of all the other like one of my favorite characters, Kaneki, Toga. I want everybody to be happy on both sides, man. I got favorite characters on both sides, and that's what makes these fight scenes kind of hard, because I don't know who to root for. I've said this multiple times in the previous episodes of reacting to this show, and I just don't know who to root for sometimes, because I like both characters in most cases on both sides when it comes to the Doves and the Ghouls. So it sucks, man. It sucks. I think Sato may have died, right? I really hope not. Like I've said multiple times, I hope this character doesn't die, because like I said, I like characters on both sides. I like people from the Doves and I like people from the Ghouls, and there's some Ghouls that I don't like and there's some Doves that I don't like, but I like people from both sides, and Sato is one of my favorite characters on the Doves as well, and I hope he doesn't die. But the guy with the red mask, I think he killed him. That's really sad, because my man was like young and he was like crying and he was like fighting to live and stuff, and that's really sad, man. If he died, that's really sad. We have all these fight scenes and aftermaths and stuff, and hopefully we can see the aftermath of all this craziness, and maybe we get to see a change, but I'm not too entirely sure. It's probably not going to change at all. The next season's going to be even crazier, I'd imagine, because this is war, man. This is war. We got fight scenes, we got Quinques versus the Kaganes, we got buildings collapsing and shooting guns and stuff. It's crazy. This show's really crazy. Nonetheless, we got to see a new character that was actually fighting the owl person, and he was messing him up, bro. It kind of reminded me of Attack on Titans, because he jumped off the building with like some sort of like grappling thing. It was crazy, dude. He's actually a really cool character. I really like his character so far. That was really cool. That was really cool. Nonetheless, to end off this episode, we saw Kaneki like fight to get back to Antegu. When he finally got there and he woke up, the sun appeared. The aftermath of all that happened is probably going to show next episode, because it's probably going to be daytime. We're going to see the aftermath, the news, and everything that happened, and hopefully we get some closure for this season of Tokyo Ghoul Rude. But to end off this episode, man, we got to see Hide finally dressed up just like the Doves, with his helmet off, came into Antegu and said, "Hey buddy, it's been a while." So finally Hide actually gets to see Kaneki. I mean, I swear he's been like in the background for super long, and he's supposed to be Kaneki's like best friend, but he really doesn't get too much screen time. We don't really know too much about him, but nonetheless we get to see him like make an appearance every now and then in this show, and finally he sees Kaneki. Of course he knows he's a ghoul. He sees him as a ghoul now, and they're gonna talk about who knows what. Maybe they just talk about the past and they start crying and stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna be inside this last episode of Tokyo Ghoul. I don't know, but I'm super excited to find out. Hopefully you guys are excited to find out. If you guys are, then be sure to turn on notifications so you guys don't miss any reactions we actually do on this YouTube channel. Also, be sure to leave a like on this video to show your support for the reactions of Tokyo Ghoul Rude. If you guys have been enjoying it, hit that like button. Go ahead, I'll wait. Hopefully you guys did actually enjoy it. Nonetheless, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you guys haven't yet already. Also, bear in mind that I do have a Patreon, which is the #1 best way to support this channel. So if you guys do want to support this channel, you guys can find my Patreon in the top of the description down below, where you guys can view the full reaction raw, uncut, full reactions of every single thing we actually watch on this YouTube channel. You guys can find that on my Patreon. You guys also get early access to the videos before they're actually uploaded to YouTube as well. Nonetheless, man, that has been episode number 11 of Tokyo Ghoul Rude. Next episode is the final season of Tokyo Ghoul Rude, and it's gonna get really crazy, man. It's already been really crazy. Hopefully we get some conclusion to all this craziness that's happened. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are excited, but nonetheless, I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Peace.